I'm John Kovach. I've been a newsman, a sports announcer, and a football coach, but the one constant, since I was old enough to stand next to a stream with my dad, has been fishing. I've waded rapids, stood on slick rocks, hacked through ice, and been tossed about the deck of a boat. And I want you to love fishing as much as I do, and join me on this journey. Welcome to Yankee Fisherman, presented by the Dock Shop. Good Thursday afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Yankee Fisherman, presented by the Dock Shop on the HAN Network. It's Thursday, May 25th of 2017. Happy anniversary to John and Judy Kovach in New Jersey. First weekend of summer, you would not know it. Looking outside, it's raw, it's rainy. Maybe it'll be a good weekend to fish, and we hope that it is. A couple of serious matters, one really serious matter to deal with right off the bat, and that is the state DEEP NCOM police still looking for information. A kayaker was struck by a boat in the Housatonic River in Shelton, and this occurred Thursday, May 11th between 8 and 10 p.m. I don't know that they're even assigning fault right now. I think they're trying to figure out what happens. And we hope that everybody who's out there exercises boating safety, because it's going to get a lot more crowded out on the water this weekend. But the DEEP is looking for a boat that may have collided with a kayak. They're looking for a couple of vehicles, and you can find that at sheltonherald.com. Be careful out there. We have covered boating safety extensively here. It's going to get really crowded. Review all the rules. Make sure you've got all your gear in place. Make sure you're ready to go, because it's going to be a fun weekend if you let it be, but you got to be careful out there too. Now on to happier news, and there's a big event coming up on Saturday. It's the first of its kind. It is the Norwalk River One Fly and Kids Fishing Tournament. This is sponsored by Mayanis Trout Unlimited. It's on the Norwalk River. It's designed to spotlight that. It's been the focus of a lot of restoration projects by Mayanis TU. It's a great little stretch, and I plan to be down there on Saturday. And we caught up with Jeff Yates of Trout Unlimited to explain the tournament to us.
The Norwalk River One Fly is a family-friendly tournament that's designed to get families and anglers out on the river supporting conservation work to restore and protect the stream and having a great time catching trout. It's on Saturday, May 27th, and runs from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and is sponsored by the Mayanis chapter of Trout Unlimited. Our goal is to get as many anglers as possible fishing this great stream and falling in love with it, so they too want to support the ongoing conservation efforts. The tournament is designed as a one fly, but there are also two other divisions. One for adults using any artificial lures, spin tackle, that nature, and also a kids fishing tournament where the kids can use any tackle they want. So in essence, there's three divisions, three ways to fish. You don't need to be a fly angler to participate. The important part is getting out here, fishing, bringing your friends and family, and having a great time at it. The rules are, if you're not fishing with a fly rod and a single fly, you can fish with artificial lures only, no bait, can't have a treble hook, must have a single hook on the lure itself, and it's all catch and release. The important thing for us is keeping these fish in the river so other people can enjoy catching them as well. Our one fly is designed in a slightly unique way. The Norwalk River is notoriously a difficult river to fish with a fly rod because there's so many trees to get caught in and so many rocks and logs in the bottom. So while this is a one fly tournament, what it really means is you have one pattern to use all day. So if you choose for your fly, let's say a green woolly bugger, and on the second cast that fly gets caught in a tree or lost on the bottom, you can continue to fish in the tournament using the exact same woolly bugger pattern but a second fly, and so on and so forth. You just can't change patterns throughout the day. So if you start with a woolly bugger, you've got to end with the same woolly bugger or the same style of woolly bugger that day. You're stuck with the same fly and the same pattern and the same size throughout the day. So if you start with a size 10 green woolly bugger, that's your fly for the whole day. It doesn't matter if you have 10 or 20 of them in your pouch to use, but that's your fly. And this is an on your honor tournament. You'll be competing for most fish caught, largest fish caught, and most total inches. You don't have to start fishing at 6 a.m., but you do have to show up at the Wilton YMCA sometime before you start fishing to pick up your official fish log and tournament tape measure for measuring all your catches. So we're not going to require that you photograph your catch with the tape measure, mainly because as is a catch and release tournament, we want to get these fish back in the water as soon as possible. We're trusting the ethics of our anglers to accurately and honestly measure their fish. That being said, Trout Unlimited has a great mobile app called Trout Blitz that we will show you how to download on your phone, where you can document all of your catches and geolocate them on the river. And that would be a great way to also give us some important information on how trout populations are doing throughout the entire 20 miles of the Norwalk River. And we'll show all the anglers who register how to do that and download that app if they so choose. Trout Blitz is designed to put the power of science in the hands of anglers, where they can capture trout in a river, mark where they caught them, and give some information, the species, the size, things of that nature. If we get enough anglers fishing this river in the tournament, we will really understand fully how the population of the trout is spread throughout the river. And if we do this tournament every year and capture this information, we can see how the river health is doing year over year, where there might be trouble, if there's places where trout were being caught very heavily and frequently in past years but now don't exist anymore. We can go look and see, does that habitat need help? Is there something going on with that river system that needs restoration? And at its heart, that's what Trout Unlimited is really all about, is taking care of the fish so the fishing will take care of itself. Registration fee is $25 per person, $50 for family. The single registration gets you a t-shirt, a great barbecue, and an entry in the tournament. The family registration gets you 2 t-shirts and 3 entries into the barbecue. You can buy additional t-shirts there. There's a really cool One Fly t-shirt, says it right across the front with the chapter logo on the back. And it's a great way to come out and support the chapter. The tournament will run from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and at 6 p.m. we will have an award ceremony and a barbecue, as well as a small raffle and silent auction there at the Wilton YMCA. A big part of the One Fly tournament is to really put attention on all the work that the Mianus chapter of Trout Unlimited has put into the Norwalk River here. This is one of our best streams in Lower Fairfield County for not only stock trout, but also wild spawning trout, brown trout, that live in the river. So we do a significant amount of work on the stream, including repairing buffer habitat planting. There's some right behind me. And this summer we will be doing a number of stream restoration projects where we need volunteers. So hopefully by getting people out fishing, enjoying the river, participating in the One Fly, bringing their kids out to participate as kids in the kids tournament, we can hopefully get some more volunteers to help us with our ongoing restoration work this year and for years to come.
That's the Norwalk River One Fly Saturday, May 27th, 6 to 6. I'm hoping to fish. I know I'm going to get some video, and we'll be back with more Yankee Fisherman right after this. The new fishing season is fast approaching, so it's time to head over to the dock shop and get your gear in order. We're now offering bait in both Darien and our Westport location. The dock shop can service and repair your rods and reels, spool up new line, and fill any empty space you might have in your tackle box. Whether you're a fisherman, boater, or beach bum, the dock shop is a unique place to shop. The dock shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, dockshop.com.
When it comes to considering the outside of your home, just imagine the possibilities. Whether your dream is a stunning free-form pool or a tranquil, secluded garden, the team of professionals at Stonebridge Associates will make it a reality. We offer unparalleled landscape design and construction, masonry development, pools, spas, and water features, as well as landscape and garden maintenance. No other firm can offer the same level of creativity, quality, and personal attention. Discover the possibilities at stonebridgeassociates.net or call 203-544-8376 today.
On time, done right, safe and reliable. Mr. HandymanCT.com.
Let our satisfied customers tell it.
I have called Mr. Handyman for every reason, every occasion, every broken item, every leak. They have bailed me out on many occasions, and I would recommend them to anyone.
For any project, large or small.
Mr. HandymanCT.com.
Did you you know heart attacks and strokes are the leading cause of death in America? Protect the health of you and your loved ones. Talk to a doctor about heart disease. Hi, I'm Dr. David Pazer with ProHealth Physicians, encouraging you to stay informed about health matters that affect you.
ProHealth Physicians is on the pulse of social media to share information about health and nutrition with the community. Get up-to-the-minute alerts, including ProHealth Physicians news and upcoming events. Connecticut's leading group of primary care doctors is just a click away.
At Portofino Restaurant and Wine Bar in Bethel, fresh and simple food is our concept. Owned and operated by brothers Rocco and Louie, Portofino has a distinct and diverse food and drink menu. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Come join us for live local music on Tuesdays and Sundays, Wednesday nights for mouthwatering prime rib, and every Thursday night is ladies' night. Planning a party? All our catering menus are personalized to suit your event and your budget. Join us at the Dolan Plaza, 213 Greenwood Ave, Bethel, and call us at 203-797-8131. Like us on Facebook.
Want a new experience in car buying? Scap Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with one of the largest inventories of new 2- and 4-door Wranglers. We are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Come visit our new Ram Truck Center. Browse our websites, scapchryslerjeep.com or scapdodge.net to find the new Jeep, Chrysler Dodge car, minivan, or Ram truck you've been looking for. Just 2 miles from both I-95 or the Merritt Parkway exit 44. Save thousands right now during the Drive and Discover event. Now through May 31st.
Welcome back to Yankee Fisherman, presented by the Dock Shop. This Thursday, May 25th. Memorial Day weekend is on us, and let's make sure we don't lose the meaning of it, and that is to pause to remember those who gave their lives in service to this country, those who sacrificed, allow us to enjoy activities such as fishing, such as the outdoors, such as the parades and cookouts that we'll have this weekend. But let's not forget the veterans who come back every day, because we have millions of veterans who are coming back, who are struggling, and who there are organizations trying to help. There are organizations trying to help them through angling, and there's so much they can get out of it. There's Rivers of Recovery, there's Heroes on the Water, and any number of organizations. We've caught up with a few of them, and we're going to revisit a couple of interviews that we taped back at Art of the Angler in Danbury, hosted by the Catskill Fly Fishing Center Museum. These were taped in 2015 and 16. First, we're going to talk about Project Healing Waters with Jim Iannone. I see Jim frequently through Trout Unlimited. Much of what he talks about here is still happening and still needs to develop. So Jim Iannone of Project Healing Waters.
Which one, I am a Marine, so, once a Marine, always a Marine. And the way this goes back and gets started, about 5 years ago, the Trout magazine coming out of Trout Unlimited had a little blurb in it about if you wanted to get involved with Project Healing Waters, to call someone back at TU National and get involved. I made the calls, and I ended up starting a program at the Newington VA facility for Project Healing Waters, and we started in May of 2012. The intent of the program, and my short tagline for it, is to help the disabled veteran become whole through fly fishing. And there's a uniqueness in that statement, in that we are looking for veterans who have some disability classified in the VA system, and to try and get them into this beautiful aura and aroma that we have of fly fishing, and to get them tying. The tying leads to understanding entomology, maybe getting into rod building, and wanting to do other things, with fishing. The group that I'm running, we're supporting a group of Vietnam-era veterans predominantly. I have the total core is about 55 to 58 veterans. When I have the fly tying classes, will be between 5 and 8, and we do a monthly class at the facility. And I also then take them out fishing on the Farmington River. We have a place that we call Gill's Landing up in the Riverton area of Connecticut. And a second lake that we go to belongs to a doctor, Dr. Children in Litchfield. and we've got a 5-acre bass pond. So those are our 2 annual outings. And we sort of work with them, we get them tying flies, we teach them some casting, and we're working to get out into the vet population within Connecticut. In 2016, I'm actively going after an outreach to more veterans. I'm trying to reach out to the current conflict veterans, those that may be suffering quite specifically from post-traumatic stress disorder or the brain trauma scenarios, to see if we can't get them into the program, learning how to tie flies, expressing an interest in fishing and using that as a continuum in their thought process. Once a vet gets into the program and becomes imbued in the program does support trips to Montana, to Alaska. We do outings. I have not organized any fundraisers as yet in Connecticut, but that's something that I'm thinking about for 2016 to see if we can, in fact, expand beyond just my one location at the Newington VA.
What can anglers, what can our viewers do to help you expand Project Healing Waters in Connecticut?
Well, it's twofold. It's a twofold project. One is to get the audience. I've got to be able to reach out to the veteran that needs the help, and that is a bit of a difficulty. If someone is suffering from the conditions we're talking about, they're not too readily coming out and coming forward. They have to be sort of really solicited and worked with, and once you even make contact with them, they may withdraw. So there's a very tough dynamic there. And what I would ask is, if anyone knows any veteran who is suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, talk to them about the program. You can go to projecthealingwaters.org, look at the website. Tremendous stuff, tremendous videos that give you testimonial stories of fellows who have been in the program, amputees, no legs, they had brain trauma, and they found something in the program to help them become whole. Once I get that audience, I then need volunteers. I need people who are willing to go to these sessions to help tie flies, to instruct. If I get them on the river, to go up there and tie knots, get them on the river, get them standing, getting the fly rods rigged up for them, and that sort of thing. So it's a twofold prong. One is the continuing aspect of support, volunteerism to the support, and the other is actually recruiting the participants.
And it was at that same Art of the Angler where we caught up with Jim Iannone that we were introduced to, back in the mainstream, another group that works with vets who are coming back, who need a little help with things. It's not just fishing, it's fishing-related activities. We caught up with them again last November at Art of the Angler and got an update on what they're doing. Yankee Fisherman, we are at the Catskill Fly Fishing Center and Museum's Art of the Angler show in Danbury. We are catching up with the guys from back in the mainstream. They're down again. This year meeting with William Clooney and Steve Rother. Guys, tell us about back in the mainstream. What we do know is that you help disabled veterans by taking them fishing.
That's correct. We're disabled veterans, and we're reaching out to the disabled veterans in the central Maine area, and we find them, pull them out of their isolation, and teach them how to fish along with us, right, William?
We do, and it's healing through fishing. And what we do is get people fishing, and they forget about all their problems, and it works really good. It's good therapy, and some people call it physical therapy. I like to call it physical therapy. It's a healing process. And they just kind of let their problems melt away, and it works really good. And as a nonprofit, we rely on donations and the generous donations that we get from different lodges and guides and donors for different programs that we have, different events. And this is one of the fundraisers that we do. and we collect. We've got a raffle going right now for this fly rod, the bamboo fly rod, in a case that one of our veterans makes. These wooden products over here.
And these wood products, incredibly handsome. That has to help too in terms of both physical and occupational therapy as well as psychologically.
Exactly. That's like the tying the flies, also the same thing. It gives another focus, another form of a focus where you can forget about your troubles and you are focused on a certain project or whatever.
Because we have a commonality, we don't have to discuss all of our disabilities, but we have accommodations, and we match a guide with a particular fishing trip, and we are able then through our donations to meet all the needs and supply them with food and lodging and make it a really all-around good time for our veterans.
Were you guys anglers before your service?
I was, yes.
What did you fish for, William?
Started off as a kid just for panfish, and then moved into the big game fish, smallmouth bass and largemouth bass, and trout and salmon. And I'm from Michigan, so when I moved to Maine, the focus was more trout and salmon. And then come to find out there's a number of smallmouth bass rivers there also that type of fishing also is included in what I like now.
I grew up with trout in Pennsylvania, northern Pennsylvania, but through my service in the Navy, I've had the privilege of fishing for a lot of things all over the world. So fishing is a way of life.
Has working with back in the mainstream been therapeutic for you guys too?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's another component is you start off thinking, well, I'm a veteran and I can get into this program and I can go on these nice fishing trips. But like for myself, I was a guide for a number of years, a fishing guide, and so I offered my guiding services to the program, and the president at that time said, well, you're also a disabled veteran, so you can fish with us too. You don't have to just guide. But it's when you're serving, I guess veterans have a serving type of an attitude. You don't want to stop serving. You want to continue to serve. So you serve by helping other veterans learn how to fish and improve their fishing or whatever. And that is therapeutic. When you're helping somebody, your focus is off from you and your problems, and your focus is on helping this other person. So that's another form of therapy right there.
And a lot of our veterans, they'll come in and fish with us for a while, and after a little while, they're looking to also serve, and they're looking for ways to help their fellow veterans. So we're self-perpetuating, and we actually grow that way. They bring in our veteran brothers and sisters.
And what it does, you have your disability and you're overcoming that, and then at the same time, though, you can always look to another veteran and see that they've got something worse than you do, and so they need help with doing this, and you kind of forget about your problems and you are helping other people. It seems to really be therapeutic.
Have you seen veterans who were not anglers get into fishing through the program?
You know, I don't know of any of the guys that, a lot of them are bait fishers or spin fishers.
Right.
And then we get them into fly fishing, but I don't actually know of any. I'm sure there are, but not aware of any of them that were never anglers before.
But we've opened some new facets in fly fishing. To some, they've never tied flies before, so we have some experts come in, demonstrate, and get them tying some flies,
or making rods.
Even making some rods.
Yeah, or reels. There's a class in making reels.
Really?
Yep.
The
really
resources are great. I mean, what you're doing in terms of making things and helping people learn new skills and improve their dexterity, really, with a lot of these tasks that need to be done to tie flies, to make rods, to make reels. It has to be a feeling of achievement at the end of a project.
Yeah, it really is.
And that's what keeps us motivated, and that's why we like to do these, have these opportunities to get out and not only have other people share in providing these, but also let other people, a lot of veterans know that we're there and we're there for them.
Now you're for Maine residing disabled veterans?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you've done outings throughout the Northeast, throughout Maine. I know you've been down in Connecticut at least once or twice.
Yeah.
And anybody really anywhere can help you guys reach out to disabled veterans through fishing. How can we do that?
Just spreading the word, letting them know.
Our biggest need is veterans, disabled veterans, to join the program. And that's really easy, just by coming to the meetings and signing up for different events. But the different guides or lodges or different organizations, Trout Unlimited, different chapters, they've all sponsored our fishing trips. And it's an amazing thing to see how many generous people there are really that are willing to help out their veterans. I think they understand the truth cost of freedom. I think that's what they are getting at when they're donating their time and their resources to our group. Yeah.
You can get information at backinthemainstream.org, and that's Maine with an E like the state.
Yes.
William Clooney, Steve Rothert, thank you for your service, and thank you for continuing to help veterans.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Yankee Fisherman presented by the Dock Shop right after this. Fishing season is fast approaching, so it's time to head over to the Dock Shop and get your gear in order. We're now offering bait in both Darien and our Westport location. The Dock Shop can service and repair your rods and reels, spool up new line, and fill any empty space you might have in your tackle box. Whether you're a fisherman, boater, or beach bum, the Dock Shop is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, dockshop.com.
At Worcester School, we believe summer is a time for kids to be kids. We provide the safe and nurturing environment for them to find activities that match their interests and allow them to create lasting friendships. Summer at Worcester offers 7 weekly sessions at our Danbury campus from Monday, June 26th through Friday, August 11th for pre-K to grade 8. Find out more about our extended hours, new optional lunch program, and a new low price at summer@worcester.org or 203-830-3921. Summer at Worcester, experience the difference.
At Budget Blinds, we're in business to frame the light, the day, and the night. So we give you an exclusive combination of high style, expert service, our no surprises pricing, and our no questions asked warranty. We believe that everyone, at every budget, deserves style and service. Isn't that a beautiful place to be?
At the Milford Bank, we offer an extensive selection of lending products and services to meet virtually any need. Submit your application online in our Mortgage Web Center. Start to finish, you can apply for a loan in as little as 10 minutes. Our knowledgeable and helpful staff are available to meet with you at your convenience. To learn more about what we can do for you, stop by one of our Milford Bank offices or visit us at milfordbank.com. The Milford Bank, always there. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wild Birds Unlimited.
At Wild Birds Unlimited of Brookfield, get expert advice from our certified bird feeding specialists. We offer always fresh, clean seed that will be sure to attract birds to your home feeder. Experience our excellent customer service. Open 7 days a week. Visit us at 317 Federal Road, Brookfield.
Wild Birds Unlimited. We bring people and nature together.
Pizza to satisfy even the most demanding critics. Tuesday Pazza Pizza.
2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza Pizza. 2Z Pazza P
That'll do it for this week's Yankee Fisherman. We'll be on the water, and we'll be back next week. Till then, tight lines.